So what we got here is some backed up sewage. It was a clog, and this is a condo. So the upstairs people's water comes down these pipes here, hits the clog, starts backing up, and starts coming out these drains. It also came out that one. That's the next door condo there. So what I'm going to do is replace all this drywall. I didn't do any of the tear out or that nasty cleanup. To be honest, it still reeks in here. It's almost enough to make me want to gag. So, you gotta work fast. So to make my job easier, I want the fewest exposed seams. So I'm going to put one just inside this closet. You can see the door header here. There's going to be a door here, so there'll be one seam in there. This is going to be the exposed seam, and then the next seam will be behind the base cabinets. One of the legs broke off my tripod yesterday, so I've had to get creative on how I set up the camera. Here's a little update on the sewage job. I've gotten pretty much used to the smell. That's 1/2 inch. That's not a party wall, but this is all 5/8. That's all done. And what I'm working on now is this little bit here that is also 1/2 inch. Okay, not sure if you can see that. This first coat of mud. My exposed areas are going to be this wall, and this wall. You can see I just have the fire tape around the unfinished areas. What I got to do is sand and coat all the visible areas. And first thing I'm going to do is go knock off all the ridges and then come back and sand. I just usually use a flexible sanding block and an 80 grit sanding piece of sandpaper. I have the stick and the thing, but I find this works just as good. for these lower areas. My second coat is on. It's not the prettiest, and I'm not a professional drywaller. I don't do this every day. It should be ready for texture, probably tomorrow. I'll sand all this off, and it'll probably only need a spot treatment with a little bit of mud, and then it'll be getting an orange peel-ish texture. Pretty much this whole thing has like nearly 100% coverage, and this is a flat paint, not really recommended for a kitchen. Let me see. Yeah, the texture in here, I don't know if you can really tell, isn't all that great or consistent. This isn't the Taj Mahal, as you can see. So we're going to sand, spot treat, and texture it. And you'll see when I texture, I'll probably feather it way up into here. Just going to give you a close-up of what this looks like after I sanded. Right there you can see how I cut out a piece of the tape. Once in a while you'll get an area where there's a little bit of a bubble in the tape. That just means that there wasn't enough joint compound on the underneath side of it. If you have a lot of it, it's just, well, it's just a bad job. But if you get one spot like that and it's in the back of a closet, you just cut it out and mud it over. Boom. The sewage job is finally done. It really only took about 8 hours total to put that layer in along the bottom there, tape it, texture it, and primer it. It's all ready for the customers to do their own interior painting. They are replacing everything. All new cabinets are going to be put in. I think they're eventually they're going to sand this down so that it's the color in there. If you know anyone who's had this problem with their house or their condo of sewage coming out their sink, maybe you can send this video to them. By hitting the share button down below and typing their email in, and they might get some use out of it.